On September 30th, something unprecedented happened at Quantico. Nearly 800 senior American military leaders were abruptly summoned from across the globe. From South Korea, Europe, the Middle East, to a classified meeting called by President Donald Trump and his handpicked Defense Secretary, Pete Hegseth. What followed was a shift in America's defense doctrine. It wasn't a drill, and it wasn't the usual Pentagon briefing or routine morale meeting. The top brass of all branches, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Space Force, were ordered to Marine Corps Base Quantico in Virginia with no public explanation. No virtual dial-ins, agenda, or leaks. As one NATO military leader admitted, in 49 years of service, I have never seen anything like it. And the silence in that auditorium was deafening, because what they heard next was anything but normal. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, a former Fox News host, kicked off the summit with fire.
Good morning and welcome to the War Department. Because the era of the Department of Defense is over.
The mission was to prepare for war. Fight wars, win wars, and nothing else. Hegseth then launched into a cultural war of his own. No more DEI offices, no more identity months, no more climate change agendas, no more beard exemptions, no more woke garbage, as he put it. He slammed what he called fat generals, gender delusions, and toxic leadership accusations, calling them a disease rotting the armed forces from the inside. If these words make your heart sink, do the honorable thing and resign, he said.
Frankly, it's tiring to look out at combat formations, or really any formation, and see fat troops. Likewise, it's completely unacceptable to see fat generals and admirals in the halls of the Pentagon and leading commands around the country and the world. It's a bad look. It is bad, and it's not who we are. So whether you're an airborne ranger or a chairborne ranger, a brand new private or a 4-star general, you need to meet the height and weight standards and pass your PT test.
From now on, all physical tests for everyone, including generals and admirals, will be set at the highest male benchmark. No gender curve or exceptions. That line triggered backlash, especially from veterans like Senator Tammy Duckworth, who called the summit discriminatory and dangerous. But Hegseth doubled down. No more beardos, PowerPoints, or as he said, walking on eggshells. Hazing protections loosened, anonymous complaints scrapped, minor infractions forgiven, but physical standards are non-negotiable. Then came the main event. President Donald Trump took the stage facing a dead silent room of commanders. I've never walked into a room so silent before, he joked. He declared that America was at war not just with foreign enemies, but from within. The battlefield was from Democratic-run cities like Chicago, San Francisco, Portland, New York, and Los Angeles. His proposal was to turn these cities into training grounds for the military, deploy troops to enforce law and order, and treat domestic unrest as an enemy invasion. It was, in his own words, a war without uniforms. Trump has already deployed the National Guard troops to Los Angeles, Portland, and Washington, D.C. He openly tested the limits of the 150-year-old Posse Comitatus Act, which bars federal military involvement in domestic law enforcement. He then called for expanding the military, speeding up foreign arms sales, and selling American war tech to a tremendous number of countries.
We were a little bit threatened by Russia recently, and I sent a submarine, nuclear submarine, the most lethal weapon ever made. Number one, you can't detect it. There's no way. We're 25 years ahead of Russia and China in submarines. Russia's actually second in submarines. China's third, but they're coming up. They're coming up. They're way lower in nuclear too, but in 5 years they'll be equal. They're coming up.
Throughout the nearly 2-hour spectacle, the generals did not clap. They took notes, followed protocol, but not a single applause break. Not even for lines designed to provoke one. Many wondered aloud after, what just happened? Is the military being politicized? Are they being asked to choose sides? Many others also called it a cultural coup within the Pentagon. Trump wants loyalty. Hegseth wants warriors. and both want to reshape the US armed forces in their image.
Been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing.